Hi there, a very good morning to you, and welcome to BW Jobs for Graduates session that comes to you every Tuesday. Today, I'm very honored, and I would like to thank the BW Jobs for Graduates team and management, for giving me this opportunity, to come and share with you knowledge and information that I have today. And I'm very, very honored, because this really means a lot to me, and it means a lot, to share this knowledge with individuals, to share with all of you who are here today on how do we change today, how do we improve, to face this changing job markets today. How can we get ready? This is not only for those who are just looking for jobs. These are for only those, and everyone is for everyone. People today who have jobs, they are asking themselves the question, how am I going to improve? How am I going to position myself better? How am I going to improve things? How am I going to put myself in a place where I can thrive in my career? In my job, what I do, my name is Mompoloki Makwana. I've tagged my name on description. And if you like to get to know more about career development, my one-on-one career coaching sessions, I do share them on my page. So every single day, I talk to, every year I work with more than 1,000 individuals, from different workplaces, from different countries, as far as, the Kingdom of Eswatini, as far as Namibia, as far as, Zambia, as far as the US, where we were doing our training on leadership in business. So I'm qualified as a leadership coach and a career coach, working on my qualification as a career counselor. And truth of matter is we are living in a changing environment. I would like to know where you are watching from. Please share on the comment box below. Where are you watching from? I'm super, super excited, to see you, to see what those who have just joined us. Please let me know where you are watching from. My name is Mompoloki Makwana. Tune in right from the capital city, Gaborone. We are going to talk about, how do we prepare for job opportunities, in the face of the industrial revolution. How do we embrace, the fourth industrial revolution? I still remember some years back, the whole economy of the job market was embracing, the steam, the use of steam, the use of the wheel. When we look at the olden days when Charles Darwin talked about the theory of evolution, he talked much more about, I see KB are Matebele. Thank you, KB. Ale Mohwe Mang are bots. Thank you so much, sir. But bots where are you tuning in from? So let me know where are you tuning in from. I was just talking about the theory of evolution, that what is happening today is not new. Honestly, yes, it is more painful. Yes, it is more disheartening, but it's not new. It has been a change over time. We have been through a phase of gradual change, and job markets indeed are changing. Business market is changing. Business leaders today, who some of us our employers, some of us our business, collaborators, they are facing a lot. And the question now is for the employees now. How do we put ourselves in a space where we can transit and thrive instead of facing a downward spiral? How can we put ourselves in a place where we are getting better? How can we put ourselves in a place where we are actually improving instead of facing extinction? We know for sure in the theory of evolution that species which are not able to adapt and evolve, they face extinction. We know for sure that individuals who are not able to refine their skills, getting better and improving, they face extinction. That is the truth. So how do we put ourselves now in a place where we are able to thrive and survive? I think I'm much more qualified to talk about this topic today. Because during the lockdown, as we are locked in, one of the things that I worked on was the book that I have today, What Amazing Employees Do. Is this book, I've been working on this book, is now out in the market, What Amazing Employees Do. And one of the things that I found out about amazing employees is doing research and searching, key habits and mindset and the attitude that drives certain individuals to keep on thriving and improving in their careers in the face of adversity, in the face of the fourth industrial revolution. That me and you, my friend, we are same individuals as the people that I talked about here on What Amazing Employees Do. We are the same like them. We can make a decision that we can improve and develop. We know our unlimited potential that we can tap into, that we can thrive and start getting better over time. So that is what I'm going to talk about today. Please do make sure you share this live feed before we start our presentation so that other people can join us. Please make sure you share this live feed so that other people can join us. If you just join us, please let us know where you are watching from. We are really happy to see you alive. We are really happy to see you here and sharing this word with us this morning. My name is Mompoloki Makwana, the author and leadership coach. I do career coaching, and my recent book is called What Amazing Employees Do, qualified in the space of leadership in business from Lehigh University in the United States of America. And right now, back at home, doing and building our economy. Right now, let's talk about the fourth industrial revolution. I'll be taking questions as I make my presentation. I'm very much interested in knowing what you want to ask. How can you position yourself? Recently I got a message on LinkedIn. That's where mostly I'm active on, LinkedIn. But if you want to connect on Facebook, I've tagged my name on that. You can click on it and follow my page. We can keep working, tweaking from there. Or even for my book, if you want to place the copy of my book, What Amazing Employees Do, you can get it from my page. Or my number 74776196, 74776196. Now, that aside, let's talk about the fourth industrial revolution. How can we position ourselves better in this ever-changing evolution of job markets? That today you prepare yourself with this skill set, and the next day it becomes absolute. How can you prepare yourself? Because the truth of the matter is the fourth industrial revolution is here and is going to evolve. And we cannot push it away. The only thing we can do in order to grow in any aspect of our lives is to embrace change, is to embrace the evolving techniques that are coming into place, is to embrace the way we have been doing things, improving on how we do things, is improving our skill set, is improving our mindset, is cultivating new habits that can set us to go to the next level. We cannot just run away all the time. I think at some point, individuals, we make a decision that enough with the running. That, oh my God, the robots are going to take our jobs. Oh my God, things are changing. Oh my God, this is happening. What am I going to do? I think at some point we get where we are steady fast. We stand strong and say, what can I do in this evolving job market? How can I position myself better with my skill set so that I can do better, so that I can thrive and improve in the way I do things? Every single day I work with individuals from all walks of life with different qualifications, masters, PhDs, and some of them say, I'm not able to fit in this changing market. No one is fitting. But today I'm going to talk to you about how do we prepare now for this shift, because it's a shift. And just like any shift, it requires us to make shift. I want to talk about the fourth industrial revolution, characterized by digitalization that is taking over, the use of robots, the use of technology. We don't just sit back and say, well, it's over with my job. We don't just sit back and say, well, I've never been hired before. It means I have no space. The good news is this for you, my friend. As this evolve, it's going to create a market where everyone, including me and you, we have the opportunity to tap into this evolving market. It is not for those who are folding their arms and say, Nagana, I've qualified in economics. I'm a graduate in economics. Now I'm qualified in leadership in business. It means this environment is going to make me my skill set absolute. No. You are an individual with potential. You are not a tree. You can improve. You can develop yourself. But how do we do that? In this shift of an economy where the things that worked yesterday is not working today. How do we put ourselves in a space and ride on the wave of growth so that we can get better over time? That's what I'm going to talk about, the shifts that we have to make as individuals to put ourselves in a place where we are able to create results and continue to be, relevant in our job markets today. The fourth industrial revolution, what it's doing today, is creating certain things. It's creating the skill set. It's creating the gig economy, and it's creating, the gig economy and the fourth industrial revolution. What do I want to share here? There's something that I've written here that I want to share with you. So what the fourth industrial revolution is going to say is going to create the gig economy that we have today, and it's creating the knowledge-based economy. And when you are thinking about career, You are not only thinking about a job, don't you? Because many people, when I talk about the language, say I'm a career coach, they think only a job. But a career is anything you can establish from what you are good at. What I do is speaking and coaching and mentoring. That's my career and that's my job. But there are certain elements that I had to put in place in preparing myself for this area. Right? So the fourth industrial revolution is presenting you with the gig economy. Let me talk about the gig economy. The gig economy, is what I talked about in my second book, Embrace Your Greatness, Create Your Own Economy. And I talked about it's characterized by short-term contracts. It's a gig. You are a DJ, it's a gig. You are a speaker, it's a gig. You are a comedian, it's a gig. That's the gig economy. We are seeing the birth of the gig economy. And that means what, my friend? That means that even though you are working your 9 to 5, yes, you are a comedian on weekend, you have the gig to do. So even though you are working a 9 to 5, you are a CEO of Prime Coaching, you also do consulting. You can do consulting on your weekends or immediately because you consult maybe for the American people or whatever. At night, you are working. That's the gig economy. That when we think about career today, we are erasing the attitude of one-sided, one mindset job opportunities. We are thinking beyond that. So when I say, preparing for job opportunities, I'm not only talking about your 9 to 5 job. I'm talking about your side hustle. There's a gentleman called Kicho. He wrote a book called Side Hustle Unlocked. I encourage you to get a copy of his book, Side Hustle Unlocked. That when we are talking about the gig economy, we are talking about short-term contracts where people don't work 8 hours anymore. They can work 2 hours, 3 hours, and they get paid. So you need to ask yourself a question. What skill set, what knowledge, what information do I need to acquire today to put myself in a position that when opportunities come, I'm not only crying to find a job permanent and pensionable. I'm looking for opportunities where I can upgrade and upskill myself over time. So you need to decide on your path, wherever you are, that when you think of job opportunities, you are not only thinking about a job where you are going to be there for the rest of your life until you pass away. No. Today is not about that. Today is about what skill set do you have that is very relevant, that you can consult for 3 businesses in Maung, 4 businesses in Gaborone, 7 business. Yes, you have a 9 to 5, but this economy, the way it's shrinking, it's moving people out of the 9 to 5. It's moving people from the permanent and pensionable. Only the government is going to face that. But small industries, upcoming industries that are coming, they are not going to be allowing you to say a 4 years contract. They are going to say 3 months contract. So your question at the back of your head should be, how do I prepare myself in terms of my knowledge, in terms of my skill set, to put myself in a place where I'm able to make transition? There are 4 shifts that I'm going to talk to you about today. And most of them, they are inspired from my recent book, What Amazing Employees Do. It's about shifting. It's about improving. It's about cultivating the right skill set. It's about shaping your destiny and taking your career into your own hands. That's what the book, What Amazing Employees, is about. So that is the 4 shifts that I'm going to talk about to you about today. So this gig economy, I also talked about the knowledge economy. The fourth industrial revolution is giving us this thing, the gig economy and the knowledge-based economy. The knowledge-based economy, we are trading on knowledge. You are trading on what you know. You are trading on the skill set you know. And normally, our president likes emphasizing the issue of the knowledge-based economy. I normally say when I talk to my people, my participants in my career coaching programs, the Career Corner, I ask them, what do you know today that qualifies you for tomorrow's opportunities? And the question I want to extend to you today, my dear participant this morning, what do you know today that really qualifies you for opportunities tomorrow? Because information keep on evolving. Information keep on refining. We are getting to a position where now going to the next country is not about show me your passport. It's about tell us what you know that our people don't know. Tell us what you know that our people don't have. Tell us the skill set you have that our people don't have. That is why support local, do local. It's all about these issues of what do we know as a nation, as employees, as prospective employees. What do we know today about this shifting global job market? What can we do for ourselves? Because if we are folding hands and being spectators, we will continue to be spectators in the midst of opportunities. If we are not upskilling ourselves, acquiring relevant skill set, relevant knowledge, relevant information, we are still going to be doomed. We are still going to be, demanding skill set from other countries. We are still going to see people from other countries taking the position we wish we could be part of. But the job market today, the way it's refining and getting better, is not about whether you are local or not local. No, it's about whether you are qualified or not qualified, whether you are skilled or not skilled, whether you have information or you don't have information. The pass or I agree is not about whether you are Mochwana or not. The job market, because of we are going digital. It means now you don't have an option to say, no, let's close our borders. We don't want people to come and work here. Because now it's digital. Everyone is in the same field. You are competing with a student from Harvard. You are competing with someone from South Africa. You are competing with someone from Europe, because we are digital, and the digital does not have borders. And therefore, your competitive nature in this evolving job market, it says, what skill set do you have that positions you for the fourth industrial revolution? Because we are talking about digital. I do book publishing, but most of the people that are really qualified, we find them online. And unfortunately, most of them, they are not even Botswana, because they qualified themselves and they positioned themselves such that opportunities, when arise, they can be hired. Now, we are going to move into an era where wherever you work, you are going to see someone doing the work that you were supposed to do either online. Aleko South Africa, aleko Europe, aleko Finland. I hear like a company for the next 3 months, Rebecca Lereo can graphic design. Because that's what fourth industrial revolution means. It means we all upgrade. And therefore, if you not upgrade yourself, if you don't empower yourself, if you don't upskill yourself, if you don't find ways to position yourself, then you are going to face extinction. I love referring back to the natural selection. Individuals which are not improving, species which are not getting better and refining themselves, refining their skill set, they face extinction. That's the words of Charles Darwin. Many people today, they are losing their jobs. I'm sorry to say that. But thousands and millions of people today, they are losing their jobs because the only qualification they have is from 15 years ago. The only qualification they have is the last time they graduated from university. That is the only skill set they know. Skill set have been changing. They've been seeing their organization bringing in machinery that can be used. They haven't even done a certificate on machinery. They haven't even done a certificate on spreadsheet. They haven't done any certificate on Microsoft. Nothing at all. With thousands of courses available, free courses available on Coursera, they have not done any qualification on emotional intelligence, which is one of the highest skills needed from 2020 going forward. That is the challenge we have. But support local, let's hire only our people, is not going to work in this economy that's evolving. This economy is only opening a space for those who are qualified, those who can do the work. Can you do the work? Do you have the skill set? Do you have information? What can you do? So that's what I wanted to break down. When I talked about the fourth industrial revolution, I wanted you to think about opportunities in the knowledge-based economy, the opportunities in the gig economy. Now, let's draw it down to the shifts that we have to make today in order to prepare for these two opportunities that I talked about. Let's drill it down to what shifts. You may ask, Mr. Makwana, what shifts do I need to make in order for me to be in a position to thrive in this ever-changing global job market? Because it is changing, whether you like it or not. It's not an issue of liking. It's an issue of you upgrading yourself. It's an issue of you making a decision that, well, I need to improve, because we need to improve. So let me show you a backstory. The shifts that I'm going to talk about that we need to make in order for us to prepare for this fourth industrial revolution. All of them, these key points I'm talking about, they are all contained in my book, What Amazing Employees Do. I wrote this book during the lockdown, realizing that, after this, many people are going to lose their jobs. Many people are going to be hopeless. because of the opportunities that dissipate through their fingers. So I wrote this book for someone like you, for someone like me. It's a reference to me as well, that what shifts do I need to make in order to improve what amazing employees do. So before I can go, before I forget, if you need any copy, you click on my page right there that I tagged Mompoloki Makwana, and then we can talk from there. So let's go straight to the shifts. Before I go to the shifts, let me highlight with you some of the top skills that are needed today, so that my shifts, when I talk about them, they will make sense. Let me highlight some of the top, skills that are needed today. Number one, embracing technology. You need to be able to embrace technology. Break it down. Can you use the PC? Basic computer literacy skills. Do you know them? Because the world is moving digital. We are now going to move into what we call paperless, economy, where people don't hold cash. Cash goes through wire systems. We are moving into that. Slowly but surely, gradual change, right? And so you need to have basic technological skills, basic computer skills. Can you use your computer? Hi, Tepi. I see you joining from Kasane. Thank you for joining us. Keneilwe, thank you for joining us. Neo, thank you for joining us. Botan, thank you for joining us. And many more. Just share with me where you are from. Don't hesitate to ask any questions that you have. I can address it right here. I am here for you. I am your servant today, right? And then number one, top skills we need from 2020 going forward. Tech savviness. Are you able to know the basics of technology? What does it mean? How can you put yourself in there? Do you have the skills? Number two, emotional intelligence. One of the top skill set needed today, emotional intelligence. Your ability to control your emotions and the emotions of others. We live in a busy, fast-paced environment. Can you keep up without taking things personal? Can you do the work without taking things personal? Can you get the work done, deliver on assignments without taking things personal? Emotional intelligence is needed, and you can study it. You can go and study about emotional intelligence. How do I control my emotions and the emotions of others? Number three, decision making. Can you make effective decisions without taking things personal? Can you make empowering, effective decisions without taking sides? As a leader, as an employee in any organizations, are you able to create an environment where you make decisions without affecting other people just because when you were personal about making the decision? Your brother was not wrong, but because you love your brother, now he is not wrong, the other one is wrong in the organization, right? Can you make decisions? This is a top needed skill today. Decision making. Yes, your qualification works, but thousands of people are found in your qualification. Many people today in my field, in economics, there are millions of them. In economics, because we are talking about global job market. When you talk about leadership in business, there are billions of them in my field. But guess what is separating you from everyone else? Emotional intelligence, decision making, your ability to work with technology. What is our number four? Number four, top needed skill set. This were done, a research done by university, Maryville University in the US. And number four is problem solving capabilities. Can you solve problems? Or you create problems? Because there are employees who don't solve problems. They create problems. They go to their work areas to create problems. So every day you are dealing with them. I wrote about them in my book, What Amazing Employees Do. I wrote about those who create problems. There are people who wake up and the question is, who am I going to piss off today? If you're one of them, you are facing extinction already, my friend. Because one of the top needed skill set in this evolving fourth industrial revolution is problem solving. Can you solve problems? Or when you are a problem creator, you have every problem to every solution. Take that into consideration. Our number five, leadership. Are you able to lead yourself and lead other people? Very key. Qualification will come last. People call you because they saw you demonstrate leadership skills. People call you because they saw you making decisions like a leader, effectively changing things and not just, going all over the place without taking things into consideration. Leadership skills. So before we can call you for interviews today, can you lead well? Can you demonstrate your leadership skills? When we look at your social media, at your content, do we look at you as a leader or just someone who does not know anything about leadership? So leadership skills. is one of the top needed skill set when we embrace the fourth industrial revolution. Number 6, conflict resolution. I know this one. 90 out of 100 people, they cause conflict within their workplaces. So their commitment and their focus is to cause conflict. Are you able to resolve conflict? One of the things I talked about what amazing employees in my recent book is that amazing employees, they portray leadership skills. They solve problems. Without even recognizing tomorrow they are promoted for opportunities, they are called forth to lead other branch opening because they have demonstrated that. There, on the other hand, we have not so amazing individuals who constantly cause fights, who constantly cause havoc, who constantly create problems, and they are not able to solve problems. Business leaders today, they are looking for decision makers, they are looking for people who can solve conflicts. Are you able to solve your own internal conflicts and the conflicts you experience with other people? That is a very key necessary skill before I go to my shifts that you need to make to prepare for the fourth industrial revolution. Let's go to number 7, written communication. Are you able to communicate well? Effective communication builds effective organizations. Effective communication builds thriving organizations. Businesses fail today because of lack of communication. Can you create communication skills? Which course can you work on to learn on how to communicate effectively? Very key, very important. What do you need to know in order to communicate effectively today? That is one top skill that is needed today. Number 9, verbal communication. Are you able to verbalize your ideas? And you missed your promotion, you missed your opportunity, you missed your breakthrough, your career breakthrough, because you are not able to communicate. Right? There's a young lady called Lisa that I talked about in my book, What Amazing Employees Do. Here, when I was talking about they are able to identify and leverage on their strength, I talked about Lisa, where she said, I'm not able to communicate well. I'm not able to communicate effectively, and it affects my communication. And as we go through coaching, I do one-on-one coaching on career development, and we managed to unearth, what she's able to do. And right now, she shines with boldness. She's able to communicate herself. And recently, she sent me an email, and she said, you know what? My leader asked me to go and represent her in one high-level meeting. I was able to share ideas, and they are very proud of me. I wish we could have more leaders who are consciously aware that communicating effectively is one of the top needed skill set today. The research is not by me, Mr. Makwana, no. The research is from Maryville University. They were looking at organizational growth in the midst of havoc and the fourth industrial revolution. They said, what are the top skills we need? Number 9, creativity. Creativity is very key. And it's not something you are taught, it's something you need to cultivate. You need to make a personal, conscious, deliberate decision that I need to be creative. You don't have to, you need to, you must be creative. In today, where things change as soon as they start, relationship ends as soon as they start, businesses get destroyed as soon as they start, you need to be creative to stay ahead, because things keep on changing, and they will keep on changing. 10 years later, things will keep on changing and getting worse and worse. It is those who are creative, who put themselves in the forefront, taking bullets as they come, and say, how can we reinvent ourselves? How can I improve my skill set? How can I improve the way I pitch for my jobs? How can I improve the way I market my skill set? How can I improve my digital presence? There are people today who know how to cook better than any person today, but they have not done any one video to show us that they can cook. There are people today who know how to do numbers so well. They haven't done any video to create tutorials for people who need numbers. Now, they are not hired for the past 20 years because the past 20 years they have been sitting with a skill they have not demonstrated. They have not been hired to come and be a public relations manager because they have not written even a single blog on how public relations work. They are not called forth for opportunities, and you say, people today, they just call people they know. Who do they have to call? Who do they have to call? If you are not demonstrating your creativity before you get the job, how will I know that you are creative? You know, we are moving far from just writing about what you say you want to do. Oh, I can work external hours. Oh, I'm a committed person. You know, I can work long hours. I can work well without supervision. Can you create content consistently that when I look at your content, even though you are unemployed, I can see this person is consistent? Because some of the skills, you need only to demonstrate them. When you say, I'm creative, can you create content? When I come to your Facebook, your YouTube channel, can I see that creativity so that I don't have to sit down with you for an interview? That's very crucial. That is what is happening today. They are calling the next person because the next person is creative and demonstrating that creativity. They are calling the next person because the next person is not talking about, oh, I can change your business. The next person has shown doing it for free, changing businesses. The next person have shown doing, not hired, building a followership of 20,000 people, not hired. So when he comes and say, I'm a marketer, we can see the traceable record that indeed you are a marketer. So creativity is very needed. So you need to put yourself in a space and say, I must be creative. I must be creative. And you can write down here on the comment box and say, I must be creative, because without creativity, my friend, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Let's go to our last top skill needed, adaptability. Can you adapt to situations? Yes, we know, Tato, we hired you as a receptionist, but now we want you to be a receptionist plus also help us with documentation. Oh no, now it's only hired for receptionist. You missed the opportunity. Can you be adaptable to systems and processes that keeps on changing today? Can you be adaptable to the way things are done? Challenge yourself to grow over time. Challenging yourself to improve. Can you adapt to situations? I will always replace back to Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Species, but I will replace species with employees which are not able to adapt to new business systems, which are not able to adapt to new business strategies. They are going to face firing. They are going to be let go. You know what they say? They say we cannot use your skills anymore. Your skills are no longer needed. What they are trying to say, they are saying, you are a one-skilled person. We try to look for other opportunities where we can let you work. But because you don't have other skills, because you are not adaptable, we have to let you go. That's so painful to see talented young people at the age of 28 being told they have to be let go. They can be creative and do better than where they are today. And I dare you today to start working on yourself, on how can I adapt to this shifting environment. Learn more about this industrial revolution. What do employees need to do? Get books like this. What amazing employees need. What amazing employees do. I was not writing this book for myself. I was writing because I work with thousands of employees and I see them when I sit down and talk to them. They only want to do what they are hired to do. Only rubbing off the tables. And oh, that's all I'm hired for to do. Oh, people don't bother me. I'm done with my job. In today's economy, you can't say you are done with your job and you are doing one thing. You need to be adaptable. Let me just go to the shifts that I want to talk to you about. I was just sharing with you the top skills, some of the top skills that you need to have. You know, your boss will not pay for you. You will actually have to go to Coursera and then you say, search for emotional intelligence skills. You will do one course. You master that. Right? So that comes okay, we want to let people go. Can you show us what you can do? Why we should not let you go? At least you can have emotional intelligence course. At least you can have leadership course. At least you can have Microsoft Word certificate. At least you can have conflict resolution certificate. They are free, taught by highest universities like Harvard and Stanford. They are free online. And this environment is challenging everyone, including me and you, to be amazing. This economy is closing in, closing out people who are not creative, closing out people who are not doing more than one skill, closing out people who are just specialized on one particular thing, closing out people who don't know how to make decisions. This economy, the fourth industrial revolution, is closing out people who don't have emotional intelligence. You need to learn this thing. Cultivate yourself, upgrade yourself, put yourself in a position to be kissed. Someone will not come all the way if every day you are keeping a 10-meter distance. How will they kiss you? Opportunities are waiting for you. You need to go draw closer to them by upskilling yourself, upgrading yourself, acquiring knowledge, acquiring skill set. That is what we call personal development. That's what we call improvement. Now, let me go to my 4 key points that I came here for this morning. Number 1 is, embrace this new era of the changing job market. Things are changing and they will keep changing, whether you like it or not, whether you are where you want to be or not. Life moves on people who don't want to move on. So you need to decide on your own, wherever you are. Our first point on how do you prepare for this 4th industrial revolution is you need to embrace innovation and creativity. I think I talked much about them, but I'll just pass through them. You need to embrace innovation and creativity. Individuals today, we are not hiring them. Amazing employees today, trust me, we don't hire them because of their qualifications. It's done already. It's a bonus, that one. We hire you with your ability to innovate and to be creative. Let me give you a scenario, right? Let me give you a scenario. You have 2 people right now who come to your office. You are the CEO of your business. I don't know what is it. Just think about it like you are a CEO. You have 2 young people or 2 young people who come to you. They are looking for a job. The first person, listen to this carefully. The first individual comes in and says, hello, Mpo, I've seen your company, and for the past 2 years, I've not been working, but I've been monitoring your sales individuals. I've been monitoring the way you do things. And I think your business needs 1, 2, 3. And I was thinking, after learning about the problem you have in organization of maybe saving, using paper and all this, I've come up with this idea that if I become part of your team, I will implement it. I will lead it, and I need 2 people who are going to help me this. Can I be part of your team? And then number 2, young person comes in. Hello, sir, I'm looking for a job. I have not been working for 4 years. What have you been doing? I have not been doing nothing at all. I was just waiting for an opportunity. Which one between 2 and 1 are you going to choose? Please let me know on the comment box below. Which one between the person A and person B you are going to choose? Because when I talk about creativity and innovation, I'm not talking about them after you are hired. People hire people who are on the move. Life moves on people who don't want to move on. So you need to be in a position where you can demonstrate your skill set. And one thing that I did at an earlier path when I graduated is I wanted to be in a position where I am able to be seen by employers before I left the job. Even though I wanted to do what I do, running my own business now and living my 9 to 5 years. I wanted I had that vision, but I wanted to work first. But I was aware that the skill set that I'm doing, I was told people in this skill set has not been hired for the past 4 years. Maybe they've told you more than that, maybe 5. They said, but one of our skill sets had to hire about 2010, kind of about 2000. Imagine, some people are hopeless because of that statement. Or no, most skill sets are not hire about 2000. And I'm like, you are a young person, you are creative, you can change things, you can improve, right? So what I had to do was I had to put myself in a position where I wanted to be known before I get out. So I built my social media platform. I was reading yesterday some, heady news. One lady from Kenya, she was hired to be a board member of the National Tourism Board. And they took her down because of something she posted about that. So they said, no, we are nullifying the offer because of something you posted. That is a food for thought for you about your content. So I had to put myself out there to the people before they can even see what I'm capable of doing. The reason why you are saying, but a back door, it's not actually a back door. You are the back door person because you are coming with certificate. They are coming with experience, demonstrable skill set. They've been creating content on managing money in a business. So the employers had no other choice than to call them and say, we see your content every day. We see what you do every day, teaching people of managing money. Can you join our business, leading our team of corporate social responsibility so that our business can lead helping people on managing money? That is what you need. So every single day, you need to decide that you are going to be creative. So number 1 is creativity and innovation. You need to be creative and you need to innovate. Because if you are not creative, there is no how opportunities are going to come your way. Today, the things we need, we don't get. The jobs we are looking for, we don't get. But we need to find ways in developing ourselves and improving ourselves to change ourselves. So every single day, one of the things as we prepare for the fourth industrial revolution is that we need to be creative. We need to adopt creativity as part of our lives. We need to find ways of improving. We need to find ways of changing things. That is what we owe to ourselves. And then number two, the shifts we have to make in this fourth industrial revolution is we need to be able to build empowering networks. It's true what they say when they say your network is your net worth, that your worth comes from your network, that the people we have today in places in different organizations, they can actually help on our behalf, to speak for our brands on our behalf, to qualify us for opportunities on our behalf. That today's environment, job market or business market, they are open for people who really are intentional in establishing networks. The networks that can help you to thrive, that can help you to build your career path. You won't build a career path on your own. You need other people who are relevant and qualified and expertise in different aspects. Find the people in your field. Find the people, whether it's, receptionist, early childhood, whether it's any aspect of your field. You need to find your clan. Find the people who are the movers and shakers in that field. Learn from them and see, pitch to them on how can I present myself better to get opportunities in this field? How can I prepare myself better to get opportunities in this path? That is what you need to do. So every single day, you need to decide that you are going to get better. You are going to improve in any aspect that you find yourself in. So embrace diversity and teamwork. Find people in your field who can help you to thrive in your career. And then let's go to the third one, which is cultivating emotional intelligence. Today, many people, they break down. Many people today, they go through a lot of depression. Many people today have not been working for so many years. We understand, but the economy does not understand. So we need to get in a position where we pull ourselves up and say, I need to be emotionally strong in this ever-changing job market. Things are going to change and will continue to change. But in order to keep up, we need to develop our emotional stand. We need to develop ourselves better every single day in becoming the people we really want to become. Emotionally, we are drained. Emotionally, we are tired. But in order to thrive today, we really need to work on our emotional intelligence. And this is one short course I recommend people to work on, emotional intelligence. I work with thousands of individuals on my career coaching, seminars and one-on-ones. And emotional intelligence is key. And I recommend that in your aspects, in your journey, in your job searching, in making transition in your job, looking for other opportunities, also work on your emotional intelligence. One of the things that I've written in my book, I said there are rational people. They don't just act on their emotions. Amazing employees, they are rational individuals. They don't just operate on their emotions. So one of the tools that can help you is this one indeed, What Amazing Employees Do book. You can contact me after the presentation. And then the last one is demonstrable skill set. You need to demonstrate your skill set. They don't call you because they don't know you. You know how to cook, create content on cooking. You know how to bake and sell before the bakery calls you. You know how to speak, create content on healing, create content on childhood development, so that when people see you, they are at the interview room, they are not seeing you for the first time. Make sure that when they call you for the interview, they are not seeing you for the first time. You have information and skill set that you can demonstrate. Do something with that skill set. Before they call you for the big leagues, you need to practice. Before they call you for the finals, you need to practice. So practice with your skill set. What is it that you can do? Offer your services and see how it works. Then build a portfolio of, I worked with so and so and so, and this is the results I was able to create. Because today, this world, managers, CEOs, and business leaders, they are looking for result-driven individuals. But where do we get results if we are not putting ourselves to work? So you need to decide that I'm going to demonstrate my skill set. I'm going to take my knowledge and information and serve with it. Develop the hunger to serve with your skill set. As you do that, you put yourself in a position for the opportunities. There's something I've written much about in my first book, The Birth of Greatness. And I said, put yourself in a position to succeed. And one of the things that I was trying to emphasize was some people will not call you before they can see that post that you are skilled in this. Some people will not call you before they can even see you on LinkedIn doing something that interests them. So we are not called because of favoritism or anything. We are called because of our competence. And we need to demonstrate our competence. And we need to use the social media platform, the digital world, to demonstrate our skill set. They don't call you because they don't know you. They can know you if you can start exposing yourself. So expose your skill set, expose your brands, expose what you can do until this big organization that you are targeting, then they see you and they can call you. It's amazing, I think, for me, if you create content on LinkedIn everywhere and you go for interview and they say, wow, we have seen that content, we like it. It sets you in a path to win already. Wow, we've seen that you were doing this, we like what you do. It's already set you up for a win. Put yourself in a position to succeed. Put yourself in a position to be hired. Put yourself in a position to be promoted. And you'll do that by demonstrating your skill set. It's not enough. The CV is not enough anymore. The qualification is not enough anymore. People are looking for people who get things done. We don't judge the tree by the fruit it talks about. We judge the tree by the fruit it bears. We don't judge the tree by the fruit it talks about. Oh, I can produce mango, I can produce tomato. No. We judge the tree by the fruit it bears. This is a mango tree because it has mango fruits. So you need to decide on your own that I need to start exposing my skill set. I need to start on cultivating my own personal brand. Because today what I've realized is, one book that I'm reading is called 1 Million Followers. 2 young ladies were going for an interview to be on a movie. And they end up choosing the other lady because she had more followers on Instagram than the other. Unthinkable, but yes, that's where the environment is going to. Do you have an influence? Who have you been leading? What have you been putting out? What have you've been saving with your skill set? Or you have been a man in motion. You already even have a plan of what is going to happen in the next 2 years. That is the challenge I'm putting you in. That this environment is not going to be merciful to anyone, but it's going to be open to those who are challenging themselves to do something today with what they have. Doing something today with the skill set they have. Serve with your skill set. Refine it. And what end up happening is this. You end up now having a business. Out of the skill set you were looking for a job. Now tomorrow you are not going to work. You are actually going to partner with these organizations. Now you are on the other side of the table. They negotiate to you. You are not negotiating to be paid. And now they are not thinking about, oh, how much can we pay? And then they guess a number and then they say, no, we can pay you 2,000. No, we move from that ranking of people boxing us in when we create value. And that's what I want to leave you with. Create value. It is individual who create value who have a say tomorrow. It is individual who constantly create empowering value, knowledge that can shape and change our economy, who have a say today. So I'm challenging you, become a value-driven person. Change things around, keep on improving, acquire knowledge, acquire skill set, become a better person over time. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. For things to change, my friend, you have to change. This economy is not going to beg anyone to upgrade. It's going to move on people who are still stuck in the old processes. It's going to move on people who are still stuck on the job they lost 2 years ago. You know, there are people who lost their job 2 years ago and they're still crying because of that job. They're still stuck in the old ways, the good old days. You need to decide where you are, that no one is feeling the good thing. The Minister of Health, the great gentleman that I like so much, he said, if you feel that you are out of the comfort zone, know that everyone is out of the comfort zone. And everyone is out of the comfort zone. And the world is out of the comfort zone. I will entertain questions right now. Let's start with Tabisho Are. You were saying, where can we do on this emotional intelligence online? When you search on Google and search the word Coursera, let me write it down for you. when you search the word Coursera, I don't know if you are going to see it. When you search the word Coursera, you're going to have unlimited online free courses that you can work on, and you can choose from leadership, from every aspect. So that's where you can get it. So I just want to close by saying this. Thank you so much for your attention. Yes, indeed, Lena, I can choose a person a person with demonstrable skill set. So let's not sabotage ourselves. Let's go out there, demonstrate our skill set. It's hard, we know, but it's get harder when you don't do anything. You know, it's Les Brown that I follow so much. You know, he said, you know, if you do what is easy, you know, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. I want you to hold yourself to a higher standard, you know, to challenge yourself, to acquire as much knowledge as you can, as much information as you can, because information changes situations. The more knowledgeable you are, the more qualified you become. So put yourself in a position to be kissed by opportunities. Don't be far away from, you know, opportunities. You can do that by upgrading yourself, by learning more. And please, all of you that are watching, my book goes for 175. I'm going to do it for 150 for you. Those who are tuned in today, please get this book. It can be your guide where you feel, you know, no one understands you. It will understand you. Where you feel like no one really gets the pain you are going through in this job search and losing these jobs. It will understand you. You know, the book that you read, it also reads you. That's a powerful book that I've written for you. What amazing employees do, amazing individuals do. So make sure you contact me at 74776196, 74776196. Uncle Do are a good message, Morena. Thank you so much, sir. And then Kagiso Bontle Osherile Coursera. Please make sure you click on the link Kagiso Aisherile. To contact me, my number is 74776196. If you need the book, if you need one-on-one coaching sessions, you can also contact me at 74776196. And every day on my page, I do what we call daily insight with Makwana. I share insights on developing yourself, insights on upgrading your life, upgrading your relationship, upgrading everything. I share all that information on my page. I've tagged my page on this platform where so check my name on the post here. Click on it and follow us, and let's talk more on career development. I'm Mompoloki Makwana, author and career coach. Thank you so much. Kutwano Are, thank you. This is insightful. Thank you so much. Otile Are, Les Brown, one of the biggest inspires. Yes, he is. If you get a chance, please do follow him for insightful conversations. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your time. Let's go out there and be amazing. I know that you are amazing. Though, go out there and do amazing things. Hang around amazing people and get those amazing opportunities. That's all I have for you this morning. Thank you.